One of the most powerful expressions is the grass isn't always greener on the other side. But there are those rare occasions when we discover, hey, it is actually better that side. Nico, thank you for joining us in studio this morning.
Good morning to you and also to the listeners. Every time Eskom goes through a bad spell, we as South Africans have a couple of reactions. We become angry, we become pessimistic, and we become pessimistic about our country. And when we get into that mode, we start working out, what can I do about it? And often what we do is we want to run away.
So true.
Because we say, I've got to go where it is better than it is here. And I was reflecting on that the other day, and then an article crossed my desk, and I thought, I need to take a look at this in greater depth. So while we are pessimistic about our country, and we are planning to retire somewhere else if we can, there are thousands of people who are doing it the other way around, who are coming to South Africa to retire here.
Brilliant.
And so I began to look at who these people are, where are they coming from, and why do they believe it is better for them to settle here than settle anywhere else. Now, the people I'm talking about are people who want to settle here legally. I'm not talking about the millions who've settled here and forgot to do it legally. I'm talking about those who are doing it legally. Just to give you an idea, those, because they're legal, we're able to identify which countries they come from. And the ones I'm referring to now have applied to settle here from 112 countries.
What?
From around the world.
Wow.
They've decided the grass is greener in South Africa, and they've put in formal applications to retire. Now, you can get that kind of visa if you want to spend the rest of your life in South Africa. There is a requirement. You've got to be able to produce proof that you're able to earn at least 37,000 rand a month. Now, whether that be by pension or investments, that is the benchmark.
Okay.
You can't provide proof of 37,000 rand a month. The government will not consider your application. But 3,645 applications have come in recently. And they've come in from United Kingdom, from China, from Germany, United States, Bangladesh, Switzerland, and Sweden.
Yo, amazing.
Now, no countries from Africa in that category. There are applications from Africa, but they're not in the top 10 list, as I've described. I went to look in some depth about why they want to settle here. And the most obvious reason is that they come from countries where their currency exchange rate into rand makes 37,000 rand peanuts.
True story.
So they're able to get a better quality of life here than they can get in United Kingdom, China, Germany, whatever. So that is the one attraction that they have. They can get better accommodation here for their money, for their pensions. They can get a better lifestyle here than they can get there. And so for them, the cost of living is cheaper. Now, that doesn't really affect us so much because we're earning and paying in rand.
Yes.
But we have some of the advantages that they have as well. Firstly, in spite of this being winter, we have a warm climate.
True story.
They come for the heat. They come to be close to nature. When I'm feeling that I'm overwhelmed, I take a drive that's 20 minutes from my home. I stop at the side of the road and I watch the baboons play on the road. watching those mothers go frantic as they're trying to catch the babies and get them to behave, it gives me a sense of joy. I'm refreshed by that. We have stunning scenery. Take a drive to Montague. It's worth a week in London any day. Cape Town is considered one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
It definitely is.
If you're not sure about that, take a drive to Simonstown. Go and sit amongst the penguins and see what life is like. We have great scenery. We have a great country. We have great people. We do have a greener environment than people out there. And there is a reason why people want to settle here. We should stop being as pessimistic as we are about our country. God has given us many blessings.
He has.
We should begin to enjoy those.
And I just got to jump in here, Nico, because this past Friday, I was at our local butcher, small little one kind of, it's just, a small business. And I arrived late, like 5 minutes before closing time, and there was somebody else who arrived even later, and he apologized, but he said, I just had to buy some good quality meat. My wife and I just got back from our European tour of Italy, and we're just so glad to be home because the people in South Africa are just so much more friendly, so much warmer. And so, come on, let's celebrate each other. Let's celebrate the beauty of our country.
I agree with you.
Thank you so much, Nico.